Hey guys, Monday, August 12th, 2024, US session closed. Let's see what the Black Widow did today. As you can see, we almost kissed 227, but failed around 225, right? That was the high. Yep. You can see this area right here. Market profile was just already giving you a heads up. Be careful. Tighten stops. The Black Widow got a little excited. Look at volume. The bears came in very aggressive. Look at that area. I mean, we could zoom in a little more here. You can see bears took control. Look at that doji. And it looks like it wants to head lower. And we close below the anchored VWAP, which is not good. Is this a sign of a reversal? I was looking at the models. Unfortunately, I couldn't show it to you today, but I figure I kind of tell you what the models are saying. Models are saying pretty much from here, it's a downward spiral. Maybe into the 14, maybe 15, but that's what the models are saying. Let's put our trend line here on a log scale chart, and you can see that trend line pretty much seal its fate on that gas and push it lower, and we're kind of teeter-tottering around this angle right here. So it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen next, but it doesn't look too good to the upside, unless it's a snap back to the up. So we gotta check that out. As you can see, the MACD signal disappeared because that's the way it is. And so far on the daily, positive. Trend is still up. We just got a decent pullback. We go into our geometry chart. You can see that I had adjusted this now. You can see that now it's finding support. I close this up a little bit. Let's see, maybe we can open it up a little bit over here. I don't know, it's kind of tricky trying to get this thing where, yeah, right there is perfect. So you can see that it's finding support from that angle right here, and it just stalled right there. So let's see, hopefully we can hold that, but if we start digging deeper in, it could probably get to at least 210, test this low here. What else I wanted to show you? FT levels got rejected. DNA levels of nat gas, so right now is not looking good. I was hoping for penetration or close above, but so far failing. So there could be more downside if we fail here. Remember the gap fill, 184 did not get filled. So is this was the Black Widows working to get some liquidity and then get it down and then turn it around? I don't know. Or halfway point and then, get some liquidity to the upside. We don't know. So far it's been cool out here in Nashville. Regards to the geometry, in regards to our circles, you can see that we kissed right there. The you can say the 75% on the geometry on the circle. So that was coinciding with a lot of the trend lines I've been watching. So there's a little resistance there. And SO, the date I want to watch is the 19th. And SR level 225. So far right now it's resistance. And I think that's it. Swing chart. I'm watching for the 13 and 14. It's going to be interesting these days right here. Let's go to the midpoint chart. As I said earlier in my video in the open session, this is a yearly pivot and 225 was very key. It's not a strong pivot, but it is a pivot in regards to, mathematics. And we failed the moving average, was the 50 moving average right there in conjunction with the pivot. So far, selling pressure is strong, mobiles are negative, and Stokes are on the weekly, they kind of just don't move that much, but they're more to the upside. On the daily, same thing. It kind of didn't kiss this midpoint here of 229. Got a doji. You got a strong support area right here around 214, which you know what 214 is. But so far, Stokes are still good. This one is a little lacking, so it could probably turn over. But the mobile is positive, so it's kind of tricky, looking at indicators and looking at models. But the 4-hour is the one that's giving us a lot of clues. We never got to close up. And when I did my video, none of this price action was already showing up because I wake up super early. So right now you are within the MOBO and you're holding 215, but you got a PPS sell signal. So maybe a snapback up, but if you don't get it, you can see that the green and the blue are already coming down. But if you get a snapback and you want to get out because possibly we might turn down, maybe that's going to be a good opportunity. If it could get to at least 221 all the way to like 220, 223. If it doesn't get up there and it fails, watch out. But if you don't get the snapback, it could continue. You got a target of 215. You got this moving average. But the next one will be 211. But so far, if there is a bounce, be cautious because the mobiles are negative right now, but above the zero line, but very tricky. And you got to be very, very cautious. Let's go to the hourly. Excuse me. My throat is dry here. I ran out of coffee, so I need to get some more. So this is the this is the hourly session right here with our daily pivots. Let's see if we could open this up a little more to get some clues. So around 6 o'clock, that's when the selling pressure started happening. Got a PPS sell signal on the 1 hour. Found support around here. Never got to go to 214, which is your midpoint on the day. But so far, if we're going to resume the trend higher, we're above the 200. If we're going to resume the trend higher, we need to get above in the overnight session around 220 and continue pushing higher. So be careful if we fail again around the high of 225. If it does, or if it does a spike, these are targets to get liquidity, or targets to the upside 228 all the way to 230. But if it can't get up there and it fails, between 223 around here to 224, and we are below 220 in the midpoint, is not looking good because it could probably do one of these things. And if you go below 214, you're digging in deeper. So the models are pretty much are turning here, and maybe on the 14th, which is somewhere around this area, maybe, they turn. That's what the model is showing. So we'll see how that's going to play out. So you can see that it dug in all the way to 215 right here. I thought 218 was going to hold, but 215 was the low, 214. But 211 needs to hold, and maybe we could go back and forth here. But if it's going to push lower, 211, I don't know about 204. That's really deep. 203, that's your midpoint for the week. So if you get down to 203, 204, you're entering danger zone. But it could get there. Just speculating. Let's see that 211 at least holds, and we could just maybe trade around here. But let's see how it's going to play out. I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on that gas.